Welcome to Your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 716. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one, just like that. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Memoir is about handing over your life to someone and saying, "This is what I went through, this is who I am, and maybe you can learn something from it." Jeanette Walls. So let's talk about memoir. You know, I love to talk about memoir. It's probably my biggest specialty area, and my greatest passion is helping people tell their stories in a way that can change the lives of others. And you know, writing your life story is an intensely personal experience, as you might guess. It can be really hard, like acting as your own legal counsel. How do you build a case for the life you've lived? How do you zoom out and fully see and capture that life in words? It can be and is done by many brave memoir authors every day, but does that mean you should or that you have to? Or maybe if you don't feel that you can do it on your own, that hiring someone to help you write your life story is cheating in some way. You know, on some level, hiring someone to tell something as intensely personal as your life story, it can feel a little like outsourcing your soul. But I thought of some reasons today. If you are to the point where you really do want to write your memoir, you just don't feel like whether it's time or ability or perspective, there's so many reasons why people hire coaches and ghostwriters to help them with their memoir. So I came up with some reasons today to maybe not feel so bad about that decision. Feel like maybe you're like failing as an author because you need help. I came up with 3 reasons why you are absolutely not failing and why hiring someone to help you write your memoir, it's sometimes not a bad idea. Number 1, time. Time is the most valuable commodity of all, and if there aren't enough hours in the day, that's reality. It's not like you can buy more. Protect your time fiercely by devoting it fully to your top priorities and outsource the rest. And sometimes that might include your book. Number 2, priorities. When you get something done, it's because you've made it a priority. There are many reasons why things become priorities and others don't. By pretending that it's a mystery, that everything that should be a priority is automatically one, that's lying to yourself. If it is a priority, you will get it done. If it is not, you will hire someone else to do it for you. If you simply ignore it, well, maybe you never wanted it done in the first place. Priorities are driven by your level of interest as well. And finally, number 3, speaking of interest, just because other people find your life story fascinating doesn't make you legally required to agree with them. If you know on some level that your story is interesting or inspiring, all that means is that it should be written, but maybe not by you. In fact, outsourcing it to someone who does get why your story is fascinating and inspiring and interesting and can tell it in a way that you cannot is probably the smarter decision, especially if you're feeling not inspired by it. If you sit down to write your life story and end up boring yourself, don't fight it. Go back to the business of living your fascinating life and let someone else make a case on your behalf. Who knows, you might find out that you're far more fascinating than you previously believed if you just get that outside perspective. Bottom line, your story can change lives. I see it every day, but only if it gets done and done well. Firing yourself from the job of writing sometimes might be the most selfless decision you'll ever make. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook, where you will find motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. And I would also so appreciate it if you could subscribe to this show wherever you are listening to it. Apparently, there are many, many places people listen to podcasts these days. Whenever I ask my listeners where they listen, half the times I've never heard of the website. So if you could subscribe wherever you're listening, that would be awesome, and leave a review. Thank you. Until tomorrow, happy writing.